Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're guest hosts looking for gold nuggets on a topic that touches pretty much everyone: punctuality.
Mm-hmm.
You know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Rushing, checking the clock, maybe getting a bit
Or
stressed.
being the one waiting, tapping your foot.
Yeah,
We've all been there.
exactly. It's so common. But here's the thing, the paradox almost, we all do it or deal with it, but
Yeah.
how many of us really get why it happens or what the real impact is?
And that's what we're digging into today. We've pulled some really powerful stuff from Tardy Tales, The Cost of Lateness. It
Right.
sort of peels back the layers on what looks like a simple habit, but it reveals some pretty deep truths.
Yeah, it does. So our mission here really is to pull out the key gold nuggets from Tardy Tales, give you a shortcut to understanding why being on time or not genuinely matters, especially to your bottom line.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so Tardy Tales kicks things off with this core idea, which kind of reframes the whole thing. It says being late is often an unconscious act. They call it unconscious incompetence. Right.
Which sounds a bit harsh, maybe, but it's not about being, like, deliberately bad.
Hmm.
It's more like being clueless, operating on autopilot, not really knowing why you're late or what it actually causes.
Yeah, clueless is a good word for it. And the book really stresses how universal this is. You know, it says everyone has their tardy tales. Everyone's got an excuse ready to go.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just a few disorganized people. It seems to be a pretty common human thing we all deal with, consciously or not.
And Tardy Tales lists these common explanations people give, calling them reasons, not truths. You'll recognize these, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the traffic was awful.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, caught a last-minute call. Or even blaming yourself, like I'm just disorganized, or my planning was bad.
Yeah, or even sometimes I didn't really want to come anyway, that reluctance factor.
Exactly. And the book insists these are usually just the surface story, the excuse, not the real deep-down reason. Does any of that ring a bell for you? For yourself, or maybe someone you know? Oh, definitely. But then Tardy Tales throws in something really fascinating, a twist.
Yeah.
It suggests that sometimes, get this, people are late because they want to enlarge their ego.
Whoa, okay. Enlarge their ego. How does that work?
Well, it challenges the usual thinking, right?
Yeah.
It shifts it from just, poor time management to something psychological.
Yeah.
Something about needing to feel important, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. An enlarged ego driving lateness.
Yeah.
That makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
It does.
It's maybe not conscious disrespect, but like a subconscious need to make an entrance. Or maybe send a subtle signal that your time is somehow more valuable.
Could be. It's a powerful idea, and probably not something most people would ever admit, even to themselves.
Right.
And here's the crucial link Tardy Tales makes. It doesn't just leave it at the ego thing. It connects it directly,
Yeah.
quite starkly, actually. It says, an enlarged ego shrivels the pocketbook.
Ouch. Okay. So it hits the wallet.
Exactly. The source is explicit.
Mhm.
This ego-driven behavior has a real financial cost.
So how does that actually happen? How does ego translate to less money?
Well, think about it. Missed opportunities, because you weren't there. Damaged trust with clients or colleagues. Maybe your reputation takes a hit so you don't get that promotion or that new project.
Okay, it's subtle maybe, but it adds up. The cost isn't always like an invoice for being late, but it's definitely there.
It's real. Very real.
Okay, so we understand the problem now, this unconscious incompetence, maybe even the ego part. What do we do about it? What's the solution Tardy Tales offers?
The path forward, it says, is to move from that unconscious incompetence to developing conscious competence.
Conscious competence, meaning being aware and actively managing it.
Precisely. It's about waking up to your patterns. Not just knowing that you're late, but starting to understand why. Recognizing those reasons, not truths, for what they are.
Okay.
And then, importantly, deliberately choosing to act differently. Moving from just reacting, always playing catch-up, to proactively mastering your time.
Right. So let's pull out some actionable gold nuggets here, based on what Tardy Tales implies. If you often use the "I'm just disorganized" excuse, what's like one tiny thing you could do today? Maybe lay out your keys and wallet by the door right now. Or prep your lunch the night before. Small steps.
Good one. Or if poor planning is your go-to reason.
Maybe immediately start adding buffer time. Just, 10 or 15 extra minutes to every travel time, no matter how close it seems. Build in that margin for error.
Yeah, that buffer is key. And what about that reluctance to participate factor? That's a tricky one.
It is. Maybe the first step is just Acknowledging it to
Yeah.
yourself. Okay, I feel reluctant. Why? And then making a conscious choice. I committed to this, so I'll show up on time as a mark of respect. Respect for them and for yourself, too.
Exactly. And taking these kinds of immediate actions, getting conscious about it, that's how you fight back against that shriveling of the pocketbook the book warns about.
Mm.
Developing that conscious competence isn't just about being on time. It feeds into your overall success.
Mm-hmm.
Professionally, personally, it all connects.
Okay, so quick recap of the gold nuggets from Tardy Tales. First, this idea of unconscious incompetence being late without really knowing why.
Mm-hmm. Then the surprising role ego can sometimes play.
Right, the enlarged ego potentially driving it. And finally, the big call to action. Develop conscious competence. Take control. Protect your pocketbook. Improve your life.
Yeah. And that leads to maybe a final thought for you to chew on.
Okay.
If something like lateness, driven by ego, can literally shrink your finances,
Yeah.
what other small, maybe unconscious habits might be quietly costing you in ways you haven't even considered?
Ooh, that's a good one to mull over.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to really put these punctuality lessons into practice right away, don't forget to check the video description. We've got links to a bonus content workbook and a free app there to help you out.
They're great resources.
And please, share your thoughts. Tell us about your own tardy tales or maybe some wins you've had with punctuality. Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to read them.
Absolutely. And, maybe listen to this deep dive again tomorrow or next week. It's funny how sometimes you catch new things, new little nuggets as you start applying these ideas. Retention really kicks in with repetition.
That's so true. And hey, if this conversation sparked something for you, if you found value here, please share it with your friends, your colleagues, your network. Help spread the word about the true cost of lateness. Let's all grow our influence together.
Yeah, definitely share it.
And of course, do us a favor, click like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss the next time we drop some gold nuggets.
Please do.
All right, now go put on your commitment to punctuality and grow your business.